What's good, everybody? It's your boy Steve.
It's your boy Sheldon.
And we back with another one, episode 10, yo.
Yeah, number 10.
I didn't think we'd get it, honestly. But we hit.
Yo, 10 in, man. Shit.
10 in, 10 down. What's going on, man? How's life? How's everything with you?
Everything's Gucci, man. It's been a little while since he hopped on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's been a minute.
yeah, went through spring break and all that. But everything's good, man. Just working, grinding. You know what I mean? Day-to-day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everything feeling good.
That's what's up. Yeah, so we in a whole new environment.
Yeah.
Might change
Soon.
again.
ASAP.
So
So definitely new location, same equipment, different layout, but you know you're gonna get the same good result as always.
yeah, man. You know when life hands you lemons,
Make
this is what
lemonade.
you do, man. You make orange juice.
How you doing, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good personally, but I feel like the world around me is falling apart, dog. And we'll get into it more in the show, but it's just like so much going on right now with
So much.
just everything. You know, police brutality we've talked about day in and day out, it feels like. So many like legends passing, and we'll get into that in a couple minutes, but it's just crazy, man. It's like one thing after the next. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. And shit.
Yeah,
Just-
man.
Just trying to get through it.
It's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's crazy.
And
It's
then
great.
that on top of like, you know, your own personal life, you know, like
Yeah.
everything that you got going on a daily basis with just you. But, you know,
Yeah, man.
keep going, keep pushing.
Yeah, but yo, can we start off on
A positive note.
a positive note before
Yeah,
you get
yo,
into that?
Fucking negative and shit. What's up?
Wait, so I know you had a birthday.
Whose birthday?
Wait, your birthday?
That shit was like 3 weeks ago. Nah, it was cool though. I just turned 28.
Woo!
I'm glad to be alive, man.
Big 2-8.
Didn't want to be a statistic growing up. But it was good, man. I just hung out with family. My girl took me out. Hit up some Italian spot in Jersey or Yonkers. I forgot where we went to.
Yonkers,
I'm
Jersey.
gonna be honest. So we went to this Italian spot. It was a cool spot. She'd been
Wait, hold
talking
on, bro.
about.
Yonkers and Jersey are two different
I
places.
don't know where the fuck we went. To be honest, I forgot. But she was driving.
And like you said, Queens of Brooklyn. So
Queens of Brooklyn.
I can see that.
Fuck both. First of all, fuck Queens and Brooklyn. So I'm looking at the nigga that's from both over there. Nah, I got love for Queens and Brooklyn. But yeah, she took me to an Italian spot. It was cool. It was like real like Italian, like OG, triple OG Italians was in there. The mob was in there. I feel like, and we ordered some food. I won't say where and I won't say what we ordered, but we was eating. And it ain't feel right. It ain't taste right, man. After we finished eating, I was like, man, I gotta go home, dog. I gotta go home. And she was like, what happened to you? And I was like, man, my stomach killing me, dog. It's just, I'm hurt right now. And then when we get home, we get back to my crib, and she's like, yo, my stomach hurting too. You know?
Wow.
So whatever we ate, it just wasn't sitting right with us. But other than that, it was a cool birthday. You know, I'm grateful to be alive, grateful to be 28. I'm grateful for her taking me out, spending time with me and all my family members and everybody that said happy birthday, good looks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. So actually, I had actually got you something.
Oh, shit.
What?
That's why he brought it up. Hey, you see the segue, dog?
Yeah, I wanted to. He always to give it to you on the podcast.
Shit.
You know, what I mean, I had it before. I wanted to give you
Oh, it's
on the
already
podcast.
open. I
but-
got to open it. Let me
Yeah, go
open
ahead.
it. Oh, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I know you're gonna like this.
It's Black Wealth?
Nah, ain't about Black Wall.
Oh, this shit is fire. Oh. All right, I got to show this off, man. Man, my man's man. He knows I'm a big J. Cole fan, Drake and Kendrick fan. So, and I actually got like this painting in my house.
Yep.
So this is pretty dope, man. I appreciate you, big bro.
Nah, that's you, bro.
Yo, man,
That's you, bro.
I'm fucking crying and shit. Nah, man, I appreciate it, dog.
Oh man, nah,
Got
for
right
sure,
over there.
man. So definitely on that positive note.
Yeah, definitely,
said.
definitely. Back to the negativity now.
Oh man, let's smooth it in, smooth that in. But for sure, man. You know, like Kanye said, man, I'm glad to make it past 25.
Word,
Jokes
word,
on
word.
you, man. We still alive.
Hey. But yeah, man, more life, more blessings, yo.
For sure.
Speaking of more life, less blessings, we lost a legend last week, man. Yeah. DMX.
Where my dogs are.
Rest in peace, DMX. X.
Yonkers.
Man, when I heard that, we heard it like piece by piece, right? So we heard that he was a vegetable, essentially,
Right, brain dead.
right? Because he had overdosed, and there was actually like conflicting stories about it, right? Because his family was saying that there was no drugs involved, that he had got the vaccine a month ago, I believe, and there was no drugs involved. But I don't know. I guess we're waiting for the autopsy.
Yeah.
If they even do that, I don't know.
Let's see what happens. I mean, that should be interesting. I mean, either way, I think it's sad to lose a legend, a hip hop legend that he's 50 years old at such a young age. I mean, DMX, like his voice when he came on, like he really like took the scene, and like what he did too was like make put Yonkers on the map, really, and that gave way to the Locks and other rappers that came up since and after, and that's gonna come after them. So like he really like like shined a light on the whole Westchester really, and gave them daylight. So man, like like he definitely mean a lot, because like even to like outside the hospital he was at in White Plains, they had like a big gatherings, like massive gatherings there. So it shows you like for days too, like, so he's definitely impacted a whole lot of people with his music.
Yeah, I think he's probably on a couple people's Mount Rushmore for hip hop.
For sure.
Because the sound that he brought when he first came out, I don't think anybody was doing it like that, with that aggression, that style, the voice he had. Right? People talk about like Pop Smoke, how he has a unique voice now, but back when DMX was out, I mean, nobody sounded like X. I don't know, man. Like he just brought so much energy, so much passion. That you don't really see. Yeah, so you don't see that too much in today's industry, in today's music. But what did he mean to you? Like, you're a little bit older than me. I'm sure you listened to him a lot more than I did, but
yeah, I mean, for culture wise, like like DMX was definitely like one of those guys. Like I remember like middle school, where you start like making those beats, like what I mean, like everybody started like rapping, doing DMX songs and rapping together. Yeah, so it's like definitely in middle school, like that's that's starting off there, like, and like it was like you said again too, like you knew like like when you heard his voice, you knew it was him.
It's an X song, like you knew it was a DMX song.
Yeah, some rappers these days you don't know if it's them or not. You gotta like check the credits and all this stuff, see if it's somebody else. But you knew it was DMX, and like it's something that nobody can really take away from him. Like he's forever gonna live on.
Yeah, for sure. Like his influence is forever. Like even Drake was talking about them the other day, how much he was influenced by X. And I think they have an interview coming out. He's gonna be on
Drink Champs, huh?
Yeah, on Drink Champs. I'm looking forward to that. We could talk about that when it drops. Because Drake don't do interviews.
For sure, yeah. I was kind of surprised you didn't see that, but okay.
Especially with Nori. It's kind of crazy how like Nori changed his whole public image. Because ain't nobody was like messing with him for a minute. Like he was always in beef. And now like he's chilling, everything, like
yeah, like he really went from I mean, I kind of like changed for a lot of rappers too. I feel like this whole podcast game changed a whole lot of rappers' perception. Like people know Nori, a whole new wave of people know Nori for the podcast more than they knew about his records or him rapping. I feel like the same thing for Gilly.
Gilly the Kid, yeah. I was gonna say that.
For Gilly the King now. Him as a rapper, I mean, he wasn't that big of a rapper to begin with.
Right.
Except for him, they say he wrote for Wayne and some of the Cash Money, but like now it's like people know him from podcasts, and yeah, it's cool that like definitely you could have this like second life kind of way. What I mean, y'all could go on after be a rapper and die as a rapper. Like you could, there's so much more you could do.
Right. It just doesn't define you as one thing. Right. And that's what I like. There's just so many more opportunities outside of what you're doing, even if you've been doing it your entire life. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shouts to him. Shouts to Nori. Shouts to Drake. Shouts to DMX, man.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. the great. Yeah. But moving on. Staying on the topic of music, Young Thug dropped a album last night.
Oh, really? Okay. Heard it. Nah, I ain't hear it yet. I'll probably give it a listen.
Yeah, I was listening to it a little bit.
Later on.
The Slime Language too. Yeah, he got crazy features on this, man. Everyone from Travis, Drake, Gotti.
Okay.
I think he got Dirk on it.
Roddy Rebel, Lil Baby,
Everything is featured.
Mm.
Just kind of crazy.
It's like an album or
it's it's a compilation.
Okay.
But it's all him.
Yeah, you got like 23 songs.
20, yeah. Okay. Kid Cudi and shit.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah, so I listened to it a little bit earlier on this morning, but
Kid Cudi, take the dress off.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about
dress
that. You didn't like the symbolism of it?
I thought it was weird. I didn't. On be honest with you, I didn't even see the performance.
I didn't see the performance either.
I just know like in the culture, like usually when you say somebody put the dress on, they kind of like sound out. So I don't even know like.
I don't know. Young Thug wears dresses, and he said he got the chopper in the dress, man. So that's probably what he had.
Hey man. But I guess it's some kind of expression, some way of expressing yourself.
Right. Yeah. He was paying homage to Kurt Cobain, I heard.
Oh, okay.
He did it twice, right? In two different performances.
Interesting.
But that's kind of cool. Yeah, the street's been dry for music, man. So I'm hyped that Thug actually dropped something.
Young Thug.
Cause it's been kind of dry. Like if you look at my library, it's a lot of old stuff. A lot of Brent Fries I've been listening to. Giveon, I listened to his joint album. He had 2 mixtapes before, so he joined them together and dropped the album a couple weeks ago, which was pretty cool. I've still been listening to the Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, nice. I've still been listening to that, and I listened to the first one, the Plugs I Me One. He's just nice, man.
Yeah,
he's
Benny
just
Butcher's
so
nice.
smooth.
Yeah, he's nice.
He's
nice. Like you know you're gonna get with Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, it's nothing different. It's not Hollywood.
Short album.
Straight to the point. Yeah. Bar heavy.
Compact.
Yeah. Messages behind everything.
It just goes like he flows. Like I feel like he doesn't waste any bars. That's why he can have like such a like album and like you listen to it and it feels like
it's just full of content.
It feels like it's like longer than what it actually is.
Right, 10 songs.
Really,
because like 15.
It's so much stuff that he's giving you at one time. It's like you're like, damn, hold on. You know, you gotta go back and listen to some of the stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I fucked with his album. I think going forward, I want to hear more from him. More on like feature sides though. Like, definitely want to see what him and Pusha sound like on the tape.
That would be interesting.
He said he got a track with Drake, which I'm surprised hasn't dropped yet. But maybe they holding it for the summer.
Who knows? Might be on the Drake album.
I heard Drake got Ariana Grande on the album. Supposedly he's dropping this month. I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. He said that January too. Okay.
He said that all last year too. He playing around. I don't even want to move on to a more serious topic.
Let's get it.
So we've been talking about, we're both teachers, just from background information. We've both been talking about police brutality with our students, everything that's going on with that. And it just feels like this shit happening every day now. It's like a fucking trend, you know? For the Daunte Wright shooting that happened a couple days ago, and the Karen Nazario, the lieutenant who was pepper sprayed, on video we had that. The Adam Toledo that just happened yesterday. Yep. It was another mass shooting this morning.
Yep.
I don't know where it was. A FedEx facility.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, yeah. I mean, just like, what is this?
A lot of stuff going on.
People getting off quarantine and just shooting it up now. Like,
you said it's kind of like overdone. It feels like an overused retweet. Hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like certain points is just becoming like normalized and it's just like
ordinary. This
is just life kind of feeling. And you know, when stuff happen, it's like you sort of like, you know, you see like the links and the headlines and it's like, damn, like, yo, do I even want to click on this to like get into it? Because it's like once you get into it, it's just gonna lead you to even more things and
frustration.
And I bring you back to some of the feelings you felt before, and it's just like, yo, do I even want to deal with this right now? And it's like, man, like, can I just like decompress really and just have some time for like me, my family, like, you know what I mean? Just like everyone around me, like we trying to build it, like, you know what I mean? And like this is just like distracting us, bringing us down, like, you know what I mean? And it's difficult, really.
And by the time by the time you even find some time to unwind,
something else happens.
Something else happens. And we were having these conversations today, and it's emotional for people, right? When I saw the video last night of Adam Toledo getting shot and killed, and regardless of what he was doing, regardless of whether he was right or wrong, regardless if he had something on him or not, 13 years old, man. We teach 10, 11, 12, 13 years old kids every single day. So when I saw that, man, I pictured all of my students. That shit was just hard to watch, man. It's like, damn, he didn't even get a chance.
Nah, for
he didn't
sure.
even go to trial, nothing. He didn't even get a chance to live. You know?
For sure. I would have rather like him
get shot in the leg or something.
Yeah, something like that. Use a baton, knock him out, like
anything. He's a kid.
Something.
You know? And for the defense of the police officer, yeah, I know they're gonna say, "Hey, man, he had a gun. He was doing this, that, and the third." But you're trained.
He's like 13 years old, man.
How many hours do you spend in the shooting range? You can't. You telling me you can't aim for someone's leg, someone's arm?
Hit something else.
Hit something else, man. Give off a warning shot or something, dog. Like, that's another kid dead.
13.
Probably ain't even kiss his first girl yet. Ain't do nothing yet, man. Like,
ain't go to the movies.
Ain't go to the movie. Bro, he's been on quarantine the last fucking year, and now you come out of quarantine, you die. That shit is bothersome, man. And people don't get that. People gonna argue with you like, yo, he was in the wrong. He had a gun, but he's 13 years old. Somebody died, and nobody's held accountable for this.
Who knows, too? Like, the reason why he probably had a gun was, you know what I mean? Like, right now, we don't know the details of that, so, you know, you gotta wait for that to judge that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? But, you know, the facts are is that another 13-year-old kid was killed by police.
Police brutality.
That's the facts we have right now.
Going back to the Daunte Wright shooting, man, we could talk about.
And it seems like too, like I cut you off, but like going from the 13-year-old him, then going to Daunte Wright is like it's so much these cases like you start to forget names.
Right, faces.
Sometimes it's like, damn, you know, Trayvon,
right. Sean Bell.
Right, yeah, like is a lot to take in, you know.
It's traumatic. You know, you think about like, man, we at the age where we want to have kids and stuff, and we want to bring kids into this world.
Right.
And I'm scared, yo. Like,
right.
I'm scared. This shit is terrifying. Like, this is the organization that's supposed to protect us, and we're more afraid of them than the things that they're trying to protect us from.
Right.
Ain't that some shit?
But that's the thing too, and then they say, you know, oh, we need more, say, police on the streets, but the more police you bring, the more crime is gonna happen. That's just the way how that works. So something else needs to be thought of about to like fix this issue.
What do you think about abolishing the entire force, the entire police force?
I mean, I think that'd be too dramatic all at once time. I think definitely slowly. Like taking the implements, but because there's gonna be people even in this community to say like, no, we need the police to some extent.
Right.
So I think definitely like probably scaling back, like, you know, incrementally. But I don't know, because then too, like, been so conditioned to having police that like, I don't know.
It's just too much power. It's too much power. Yeah. Like, you got police officers playing judge, jury, executioner, right? People don't even get a chance to go on trial no more.
Right.
You entitled to a fair trial with a jury of your peers. You're not even getting to that. They killing you on the spot. Fuck if you did it or not.
Like you said, like he probably never had his first girlfriend. He probably never had his first, like, you know, heartbreak. He probably never had his first fight. Like, who knows? Like 13, man. You think about being 13 is like, wow, like, yo, like, it's like, yo, you're about to go to high school at that age. You know what I mean? So like that's when your whole other life is about to start. You know what I mean? You go from middle school to high school. That's a big change.
Right.
And like you didn't even go through that yet. So it's like, man, so much life that could have been lived. That's the thing, I guess. Me and like you don't know his, you know, maybe potential,
his background,
his potential like influence that was probably gonna happen, you know, later on in his life. You know, if he's gonna have kids, he was gonna have kids. You know, who he's gonna inspire potentially or whatever, man. It's just like, yo, just a life gone that, you know, you wish that wouldn't have happened.
And speaking of kids, Daunte Wright had a baby.
Daunte Wright, he was 20 years old, so you know.
He is a baby too, man. Like
for 7 years, you know. So
that shit's rough.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. And like him, Daunte Wright, I was reading too online that so like he had a warrant out for his arrest. And the reason why he got the warrant was for like some traffic ticket, whatever.
Right.
And they sent the the notice to go to court to the wrong address.
Right. He never got it.
So he never got it.
He didn't know that he had a warrant out.
So it was just like, oh, I got a warrant. Like, I ain't know. And, that led to
him fleeing.
It does, yeah. So he got stopped by the police. He tried to do questioning, whatever. He hopped in the car, tried to dip, and that's when he got shot.
Right. Accidentally, right?
Yeah, she the woman cop, actually the cop too, the female cop, she was training a rookie, which is so crazy. The irony, she was training a rookie cop, first day on the job, I guess, and that's what happened. She mistakenly, accidentally, quote unquote, pulled out a gun instead of the taser, and shot him. And that's it. Like, that's another dead person, for like, and to be honest too, like, where I was thinking about it too was just like, you already had his license plate, you knew who he was because you got his ID. Like, you could have let him drove off and catch him later at his house,
right?
Or you know what I mean, or follow or follow behind him, tag him,
call for backup. Like, there's no reason.
I don't know the taser was even necessary. Cause I think they said that like using taser on somebody in an automobile is not that's against their policy. I think that's what I read.
I think the car can blow up, right?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But it's tough, man. It's a tough situation to be in for the family. I feel for the mother, like watching her in the press conference. Like she has a whole lot of strength. Like, man, that's.
And then you get shot in front of your girl, man. Like, that's traumatic too for his
girl's in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow.
Passenger.
Wow.
So, can you imagine that?
So they could have shot her.
They could have shot her? Damn. I don't even know, dog. And then there's so much like irony and coincidence that doesn't really seem like coincidence. George Floyd's girl was Daunte Wright's teacher.
Wow.
And he got killed almost exactly where George Floyd had died.
It was like 14 miles away. So close proximity, yeah.
And just to die in the same fucking city that they're having the case for George Floyd on, it's just...
Wow. It's too much.
Like, you can't write this. You can't make this up.
It's too much. And people are really living in trauma because of this, too. This is what, we want to get to. Is like, people are really living in trauma. This is like, everybody takes it, like, differently. Like, some of us walking around right now that got PTSD, and we don't even know it. I know this one girl particularly, like, she was just like because the George Floyd situation happened, like, and she like had got high blood pressure because she was so like worried about her potentially being next, maybe like her brother, her cousin, somebody around in her family, and she got high blood pressure from that. And she's like, damn, like, this situation happened with the Daunte Wright happened, and she feels like scared too, like, so it's, her pressure got higher too, so it's causing health issues. It's causing like trauma, mental issues,
emotional.
And that's messing up families. That's messing up health. That's messing up a whole lot of stuff in the community, and just like, it's sad. It's sad overall, and something like needs to be done.
I mean, we don't have all the answers, but
no.
Shit, if we did it, the world wouldn't be how it is right now. It's a process, but what bothers me, I feel like we constantly have these conversations and nothing changes. And they're always like, yo, you gotta have these conversations more and more and more in places like schools and everywhere, in public, and change will come from that. And it's just not. It's getting worse.
Let me ask you too, like, do you feel like having conversations help?
Having conversations without actions don't help. Like, for our job, educating the youth and, giving them these opportunities to talk about these things, that helps. That helps give them information, shape their mind, allow them to come to their own, opinions. Conclusions. But, it's like you say all the time, like, words without actions are just words, bro. We just talking.
All right.
Nothing changing.
And I feel like too, even the people that we want to like have that effect on,
They don't give a shit.
It's just like, or even just like just having a conversation with them, and this thing happening so much, it being normalized. After a while, they're probably gonna be like, okay, I'm just something that this happens. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like, I mean, that's something we don't want at all. Like, you know, there definitely needs to be some kind of consequences. You know, like for sure you want to.
Talk about that.
For sure want to protect the police to some degree because obviously they're on a job and it is dangerous. That definitely dangerous. I don't know exactly what they go through, but I'm pretty sure there's some elements of it that are dangerous. And people on the street, or not even on the street. It's like people in their community, you know, in their homes. Like it's so like so complex. They feel like I'm being over policed. And if more police presence around, I feel like there's gonna be more crimes. But there's a lot of things that goes on, like where you have quotas. I've heard other police officers like talk about the quotas being an issue of them having to give out tickets, especially when the end of the month come in, they have to
reach a certain
find crimes. I would say per se, like so they could reach their quota, so they won't get fired. So it's a lot of pressures.
It's too much sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Like in their defense, it is probably one of the hardest jobs in America. Like you got to make quick decisions daily within a second. Like going back to the Adam Toledo case, in the defense of the police officer, yes, he was said to have a gun. And in that situation, right, you're trained to disarm that person as quickly as possible. He just shot him. So, because I was talking to my kids about it, they were like, "Yo, why didn't he just tase him?" In that situation, when you're facing somebody with a gun, yeah, like you got to use your gun too. Like
somebody could say that. Like, does he have a bulletproof one?
They actually brought that up too.
Does he have a bulletproof vest on potentially? Like Yeah, so they say like.
But yeah, they brought up the point that he had a bulletproof vest on, and again, to his defense, you can still die with the bulletproof vest on. I get all that. I get that being a police officer is tough, but shit, man.
All right.
Make better decisions. Like if you're fucking driving a car and you're texting and you accidentally kill somebody, you go to jail. If I kill you on a job, if I'm a police officer, that's it. That's just a body. I can catch a body just like that. So, I don't know. Shit rough.
Yeah. Then we got to the next situation with the lieutenant. Right?
But before that, you was talking about consequences for police officers.
Yeah, consequences. I mean, because the police officers, they're kind of protected by the shield in some cases. Like, so, like, say for instance, a police officer does something wrong, right, and everybody can see like this is wrong. They don't have any individual consequence for that. Like, there's nothing coming out of their pocket. There's nothing hurting them. And we've seen situations where the cop is fired from one, precinct location, and they're hired in the next one. And we're seeing I know I sent it to you today. Like, one of them got a book deal. I forgot who it was exactly.
The Breonna Taylor case, right?
Yeah. The cop that killed Breonna Taylor got a book deal. So it's sort of like, is this deal, incentive to kill? You can see that kind of, ways. It's like, and then too, like, when they do that, they do say kill, innocent kid, or whatever the case may be. They get a GoFundMe account, and people put hundreds of thousands of dollars in there. So it's like they're good. They're kind of taken care of in a way. And I'm not saying that's all of them, but some that I've seen is like, wow, like
right.
Wow.
Yeah, you go on leave, you still get paid.
Yeah.
Or you become like a desk duty, yeah. And then you got this whole GoFundMe page, and then nothing happens to you. Like, you killed somebody and nothing happens to you. That's the shit that blows my mind. Like,
yeah.
And people would sit there and argue with you, yo, he shouldn't have resisted, he shouldn't have done that. But he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that bother anybody? I don't know. And then going to the Karen Ozario case, it was a lieutenant who was pepper sprayed. I'm sure everyone saw that video going around.
Actually, I saw that video for the first time today.
Oh, really?
And like, it brought me back to Boys in the Hood when Trey Daddy told him there's no place in the military for a black man.
Yep.
And the reason why it brought me back there is because, like, I don't know his history or whatever, but, like, he had his
uniform on.
His uniform on,
with his patches.
Like, all that stuff. And, like, he could have probably then, got the Purple Hearts and all these other things and, probably, like, be, he's in another country potentially fighting for freedom of Americans. And he come back here and, he
ain't shit. He's just another black man.
He's still a nigga. End of the day, what I mean? Kind of reminds me of, like, I would say it's like this, like, same thing with Vietnam. This is the same thing, situation, where Muhammad Ali was just like, yo, ain't nobody in America hurting me. Like, nobody in Vietnam, ain't no Vietnamese that's calling me nigga, that's putting me down, that's, doing X, Y, Z. Like, it's here in America. Like, y'all the ones that's, treat me badly. And there's plenty of, soldiers that went to war, went to go fight for the freedom of America, and they came back
to nothing.
Right, like not to nothing. More to like, I want to say it's like more to like them coming back to their country, their home, and them wanting to say celebrate with them being home with their family. Them going to a restaurant, and they have to go through the back. You have to get food.
Wow.
But it's like, wait, I just went to war to a whole nother country to fight for y'all freedom. But y'all still treat me like garbage? It's just like, yo, where does that make sense anywhere? It's just like, and with seeing that situation, that kind of, brought me back to that,
Definitely.
Or we have the situation where, is it Jesse Owens? The track star, he went to Germany. I messed up his name. God damn. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it was Jesse Owens. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, it was Jesse Owens. Yeah, Jesse Owens. Yeah, he went to the Olympics in Germany, and basically, after he won, the whole thing with Hitler. They told Hitler like, shake everybody's hands or you shake nobody's hand, because Hitler didn't want to shake his hand, whatever the case may be. So he was seen like as American hero over there. He comes back to to America. And he want to celebrate with the American team, and he has to go in the the back of the restaurant. Yeah. And it's like, damn, man, like you had to take the bus, and you take the bus, you on the back of the bus, like, so it's like,
it's just an American.
Am I loved?
It's an American problem. For whatever reason, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't even know where to start. Like
it's deep.
It's so deep. It's ingrained in the country. Right.
Because then too, like, even when we talk about the police, like the police started
slave catching.
Yeah, slave catching. Yeah, exactly. So that's his history right there. You can tell a lot, things from his origins.
And you look at the entire education system. Like my mom, she babysits two children, and they're white. And they're young. They're probably like 4 or 5. I think one's probably like 5. The other one's 6, I think. So they're fresh, right? They're growing up, they're learning. And one day, the younger one came home, and he was telling my mom what he learned in school, and he was like, he was comparing it to soccer. So he was like, if a black man kicks the ball into the net, you shouldn't cheer for him, right? He said it just like that.
Wow.
But he didn't know what he was saying, right? He like misinterpreted, I guess, what his teacher was saying, but it was along those lines. She was teaching him about like racism and the revolution. But it's so important to give these kids absolute facts, right? To be absolutely transparent with them, because now he's like separating people now. He's like calling people light skin and dark skin, and it's just like, damn, bro, like you're 4, 5, 6 years old. Why? Like, you're not even supposed to be. That's not even supposed to be your mindset right now. And again, he's innocent. He doesn't know what it means yet. But the fact that someone's teaching him these things in a negative light, like, that's what bothers me. Especially like as an educator, like we spend every day trying to, break down those barriers, and now they're building these shits up from birth. So I'm just like, bruh.
That's a whole nother dimension.
That's that's what I'm saying. It's ingrained,
Right.
right? I don't know. It's scary, man. Like, as an innocent kid, and you teach these kids racism. You teach these kids discrimination and prejudice. They're not born with this shit.
Yeah, has like a whole nother dimension to that. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, go back to Lieutenant.
Nazario, sorry.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It was hard watching that video too, because after a while, I feel like he was just like asking for like
the reason why
his life, kind of like like my hands are up, or like what is it like? And they just kept on forcing, and it was like
he was probably more terrified in that moment than he's ever been
in war
serving.
or whatever. I don't know what he was
doing, but Jesus,
yikes! Like, it's just damn. Like, when is it gonna stop? Like,
and the dialect in that video really stood out to me. Where he was telling the officer, "You're scaring me. I don't want to come out of my car." And he's like, "I'm afraid." And he's like, "Yeah, you should be afraid." Right? I'm like, damn, bro. Like, that one sentence right there is the epitome of everything that we hate. Right? Of police brutality. You should be afraid to get out of your car. What? I was just dumbfounded. It's just like it's so bothersome.
Yeah. America gotta do better.
The world gotta do better, man.
Yeah.
And he was an Army veteran too.
I know, that's
the police officer.
Oh, the police. Oh, yeah.
He was like, I served too.
Yeah.
And I was just like, so you have no respect for your brothers. You don't even consider him a brother.
And to bring that back too, like, think about the Kaepernick. Think about the Kaepernick, like, right? Him kneeling down. What did they say? He's disrespecting the flag. Right. He's disrespecting the military.
Right. But military members disrespecting other military members.
But not the police, because read the badge, right? The badge, the police are disrespecting military members.
And then we put these people like above the law, right? Like I said, they're playing judge, jury, executioner, and in most cases, God. You decide whether someone lives or dies.
Wow.
I don't even know, man. Sorry for the pauses in between, man. This is just it's a heavy conversation.
Tough to talk about.
Damn. Let's move on, man. Let's talk about something else. D Wade, I saw purchased today. Who did he purchase? Damn, I just forgot. Thinking about something else.
D Wade bought something?
Yeah, he bought a team.
D Wade bought a team?
Yeah,
Utah Jazz.
Yeah, so he bought a stake in the Utah Jazz.
Oh, where?
And he hopes to be like more hands on with the team, which is cool because
that's good. Cool.
Jazz is I'm
loving it. Loving D Wade, man. Like, he's
black excellency, man.
He's definitely doing his thing. Wow, that's good. That's great. Definitely want to see more ownership going on. Hopefully it was a big percentage.
Right.
Hopefully it's not like
I don't think it
0.25%, something like that. Like,
but even that, man, just a purchase point. At some point you'll go up more.
But still, like, definitely got like a little chunk of that. But that's good to see, like, former players be able to
1.66 bill.
Be able to purchase some teams.
No less than 1%.
Okay, so you got a small percentage. Here's what it is.
That's dope, though.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't know what to say about that.
A-Rod purchased T-Wolves.
Yeah, T-Wolves, him and his partner, yeah.
Shouts to him, man. He broke up with J-Lo 1 month. He bought the T-Wolves the next month.
That's cool, too, man. A-Rod, keep doing your thing. Like,
I know females is tight about that one.
It seems like A-Rod just keep on winning in different areas.
But that's what's up, man. Black excellency at his best.
Because he was at the inauguration, like, with J-Lo.
Yeah, man. He was everywhere. They were trying to buy the Mets.
Yep.
So a joint partnership with that would have been messy.
Yep.
Don't go into business with your spouse, man.
Well, they weren't even married.
They were engaged.
Yeah, they weren't married.
Yeah.
You sign contracts till you get married, boy.
Sign contracts to buy teams, dog.
It's definitely a power move, though. I love you love hearing that about Wade.
You think Braun would ever buy a team, own a team?
I think Braun. Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna be in a partnership to buy a team. Because
sure.
like he owns part of the Red Sox now.
Yeah.
He was part of
forgot all about that.
Liverpool, the Fenway Sports Group.
Mm-hmm.
Braun is definitely I feel like he's definitely gonna be able to own a team. If is he gonna outright own an NBA team, I don't know, but like he's definitely gonna be in some kind of
ownership level,
some kind of ownership, man. Because that guy, his business acumen and thought like definitely a thought leader when it comes to business. Him and Maverick Carter is homeboy. Like he's the one to be getting them deals done. Like Maverick Carter's that guy too. Because LeBron, like he bought LeBron put everybody in position, but LeBron he bought 10% of Blaze Pizza, I think for like $1 million, and Blaze Pizza revenues, I think the last time it was last year, I think it was like $750 million. So like it's the revenue's gone up since he bought it, some years back. So the valuation is probably Brown's probably a billionaire right now.
Well, he signed the Nike deal a couple years ago, right? A lifetime for $1 billion.
Yeah, but he's probably a billionaire right now. He's
right, and that's just off Nike. And Space Jam 2 is dropping soon.
Yeah.
So he'll make so much money off of that. He's just making power moves, bro. He playing chess. Everybody else playing checkers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'll own like the Cavs one day. I would love to see that.
Let's see if Dan Gilbert sells it. Yeah.
He should. He ain't doing nothing over there. But yeah, I would love to see him as an owner. I think I would love to see him as a coach because I think his IQ, his basketball IQ is like really top tier, right? I don't think there's many players that are smarter than he is. But I would love to see him as an owner as well. I think more so.
Yeah, but I think if he becomes a coach, like he probably get frustrated.
Yeah, I don't.
Because great players are like that. Great players get frustrated. Like, damn, like
I could do this. Why can't you do this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, coach the Cavs and then buy the Cavs.
Oof.
You can't fire me now, dog.
Power moves. I mean, but I see LeBron more like an owner than a coach.
Mm-hmm.
He just has that in him.
Right.
Cause he puts everybody in position too. Like I feel like he's more like, cause the way he did Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, and
what's the other dude?
His head of staff. I forgot his name. But anyway, he put them in position, man.
He gets all his teammates paid. Yeah. Everybody get paid.
Braun is that guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's that guy.
He want to see everybody win.
He sees good in you, and he really invests in people, and they build up, and he makes everybody into their own entity, their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great about LeBron.
For sure. Staying on basketball news, LaMarcus Aldridge, man, retired.
Damn. I heard that. I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too, because this is right out the blue, though. He just got traded.
Yeah.
Or not traded, though. He just signed.
He signed with the Nets.
The Nets,
yeah, after he passed waivers. Man, yeah, he had an irregular heartbeat, and I actually forgot that he had went through that when he was at Portland. So like it's something that he's
dealt with.
He's had since being a rookie in the league. So like this is year 15 for him, 15 years in the league, and he just said, the episode he had last time was just like too much for him to bear with. So I mean, it says a lot. He said he wants to put his family first, and just retire. So that's tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough because this is the closest he's probably ever gonna be to a championship this year.
Right. Probably guaranteed.
And like for you to just say like, I can't do no more is like, man, like that's oof.
He could have just rode the bench, dog. I would just have a conversation with coach like, y'all.
Because he was starting, right?
I don't know if he was.
Yeah, he was starting. So that's tough, man. That's a tough situation. I pray for the best for LaMarcus Aldridge. Great player. I loved him when he was with Dame Dollar in Portland.
Yeah, he was a beast, bro. He was not his mid-range game was. Yeah. He reminded me a lot of Tim Duncan.
Right.
Just a little bit more athletic than Tim Duncan.
Right.
But,
and he could step out to the three.
Mm-hmm. Not very mobile, but just fundamentally he was solid. Yeah. Oh, good career.
Yeah, shouts out to him. I think he's a 7-time All-Star.
He got money too, so he's good.
Yeah.
What else? Did we miss anything else? Anything else traumatic happened this week? or last week.
No, that's about all I can remember, bro.
We hit on a lot of topics, man.
Yo, anything else?
What about Nas?
Oh yeah,
we gonna talk
we
about
got Nas. We got
Nasir Jones.
He coming up, man. He coming up.
Yeah.
Let's hit some trendy topics though, man.
Let's get it.
So we all about empowerment and equality on this show, but I don't know. The fellas ain't making it easy for us either, man. So the Game was quoted on his Twitter. He put this out. I'll read the quote to you guys. He said, "Maybe I'm old school, but my women ain't paying one damn bill. Not rent, not mortgage, not a car note, not nails, hair, clothes, phone, or groceries. If you're if you're taking care of home, cooking and effing the shit out of me, life on me, period."
Wow.
What you think? Thoughts?
He's old school, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. He taking the old school.
But my thing is, what old school dude was doing this?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. You gotta be talking about like the 50s, right? 40s,
40s,
something
50s,
like that.
housewives.
You know what I mean? Because like the culture was different.
Right.
And that was like more women are like being more independent, and like they don't want to depend on no man to do nothing for them, and this whole things like that. So I don't even know if the ladies want to. I don't know. Do ladies want this? Like for men to like take care of everything?
I think I've been hearing a lot more about this recently. Like on Instagram and like on interviews where women are coming on saying, yeah, like if my man is not doing all of this, then it's not an equal partnership, right? So in their eyes, they see this as an equal partnership. Like if I take care of the home, you take care of everything else.
But do women really like? I mean, at this point, like like I'm this new age woman. Do they want to be home cooking,
cleaning,
right, doing things like that?
Right.
Because he's saying that's the trade off. If you're gonna do these things at home, take care of the home, like you said, and all that, the kids and whatever case may be, cooking, cleaning, etc., everything at home, I got you.
Right.
Are they gonna want to do that?
I don't know. The women I know. But even G Herbo came out and said he don't do 50-50 with his girl.
He pays for everything?
He pays for everything. Because he's like, if I do 50-50 with my girl, then she only going to give me like half of of her time and like half of like a relationship.
What, you gonna get to somebody else?
Like that's I guess that's what he was like implying, like she'll give time to somebody else or whatever. I don't know. I don't really feel like that. I don't like technically go 50-50 on everything, but
to my relationship?
Yeah, like in all of my relationships, I got me, I got you, but not every single time. Like, keep it a buck. I do not make money to fucking take care of you. That's just me. Most niggas don't make enough money to take care of themselves and you. Let's keep it real. Right? Of course, I'll pay for dates, whatever. I don't care. But I'm not paying for your phone bill, your nails, your hair, like all that. Once in a while, if I can, I got it. Like, if
your
I
birthday,
got you. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm not getting you nothing. It's a dub. Nah. Like, I got you. Like, you my girl. I trust you. I respect you and all that. But I can't do it every time, dog. I ain't a rapper.
Yeah, gang got rap money.
I ain't got rap money or drug money.
Yeah. I think it would be like some kind of balance. Like, I'm not going to take care of everything, like you just said. Like, I can't take care of everything. Because, like, because of too, like, not my wife, right? Like, you have to be, like, say, your situation, his example, he's saying you have to be home, doing cooking, doing cleaning, X, Y, Z. And it's tough. That's real work, labor. Taking care of the home. That's not like no easy thing. Like,
I'm definitely not saying
that's
that.
no easy thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's your agreement. That's your agreement. I don't know if I could
to each his own.
do that kind of agreement though. But I mean, whatever works for y'all works for y'all. But
so you
but is Game talking shit though? Because I feel like Game talking shit. Like, I feel like he's popping up,
trying to stay.
He's popping up, saying all these other stuff. I think he's talking shit though.
He always talking shit.
Cool statement, Game, but nah, we don't.
I don't make enough. And even if I did, like, it doesn't promote like your own individuality, right? Like, if you living off me, then what are we really doing? Like, if that's your goal in life, is to live off somebody else, is to get a check off somebody else, then damn, bro, I feel sorry for you.
Game,
like, if that's your life.
Game, take that back home, man. We don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
Jay-Z.
G Herbo, and all that. Like,
Get outta
y'all got money to be talking like that, but if y'all wasn't,
Yeah, let me see y'all do it then.
yeah, let me see y'all do it, man.
Let's talk.
Let me see the regular guys do it. Guys like me.
Yeah.
Guys like Jeff. Jeff, you be paying for your girl and everything?
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends, right? But you like, I'm talking about like everything.
Nah, not everything. You bugging.
It's a dub.
Wait, nails? No nails?
Nah, she take care of herself.
Car note?
I find that attractive too. Like when a woman is independent and she can like hold herself down, where I don't have to babysit you. That's a great quality to have. Cause I've been with women where I've had to like take care of them, like financially. I've had to like pay for them to eat, and like me buying you food is not a big deal. But if I gotta continuously buy you food for you to survive, like my nigga, like get a fucking job. Man.
So about you, groceries?
No, like honestly, the way we have it set up, everything is like we do. It's like a team. I wouldn't say
Right.
like it's 50-50. There are days where like I may take care of more than what she can, and vice versa. It just depends. But like for me to say like I'm gonna be doing everything by myself and she doing something else, nah, that's not gonna work.
Right.
Because I feel like if you are the type of person,
Wait, he's the one that was on episode 2. The one that got engaged.
He didn't want to be on the episode today.
Right now.
No, I'm saying, no, he was on episode number 2, Jeff being engaged. But go ahead, Jeff. Just get some reference.
No, I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you have one person doing more, like most of everything, I feel like that person's the one that's gonna be in control, and they are like, they have more to say because they're doing more.
Right.
So I feel like it should be a balance. That's
Right. Like I'm paying all this money, like you gotta
Yeah.
respect me and all this that.
yeah, basically.
Nah, that's a dub. That's a dub. Talking about money though. Let's talk about money.
Let's get it.
What's good with your man Usher, yo? What's good? Yo, that's your boy actually. What's good with your boy Usher, yo? That's from your generation.
I don't know what's going on with Usher for me to say anything. So.
Let it burn. Let it burn. I love, yo, that Confessions album was tough. Yeah, I heard something about the Usher bucks. Yeah, like he was throwing money in the strip club, was it?
Yeah,
What it was?
strip club.
Gentleman's club. He was throwing money in.
Fake bills with his face on it. Usher bucks.
I heard somebody say it was a joke, but I don't know.
So I guess it was for promotion for him.
Okay.
But in this day and age, dog, like you gotta know your ass gonna get dragged. You in a strip club throwing this shit, you know? Like you gotta know these strippers are gonna eat you alive, dog. And then once they eat you alive, the entire world gonna fucking feast on you, you know? Why would you do this in a strip club?
You gonna see the crows come around.
I don't understand. I guess you gotta stay relevant somehow, but damn, dog. But supposedly he was throwing real money. The club owner said that he was good and everything was good with him. He wasn't cheap. He was throwing fake money in with the real money.
Diluting the dollar?
Diluting the dollar.
Give that image of him throwing money.
I don't know. He's just been on a downward spiral like the last couple years. Like he had herpes and stuff, right?
Oh, shoot.
I don't know. He just been going through it, dog.
Yikes.
He hasn't put out any relevant music in a while.
Didn't he have a kid that died or something like that?
I didn't even know that.
His kid died?
I believe so. He had I think a son that drowned in the pool or something like that.
Oh,
Holy
yikes.
shit, I didn't know that.
I never heard about that, damn.
Golly.
Don't quote me though.
We
I
ain't.
mean, you on video. You on tape. Damn, man. I didn't hear about that.
Well.
All right, man. Yellow light, green light segment.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the slow it down, speed it up process, but we just renamed it. Yellow light, green light. So yellow light, we'll stay on the topic, talk on it a little bit.
Slow it down.
Slow it down. Green light, we'll let it go by.
Speed that up.
Speed that shit up.
First one.
Mention Nas. Talk about Nas. Nas came up big time, man.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about Nasir Jones. Yeah, my man Nas, he put up I think $100K into Coinbase back in 2013, and they saying that that investment alone put him up to like 100 million.
100 mil, estimated.
Yeah, estimated 100 mil.
Right.
So Nas is big time, man. I love seeing that for the culture, man. I definitely big time love seeing Nas. Yeah, put that out there. Definitely gonna inspire some people to definitely start investing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nas too, he was an early investor in Uber,
Yep.
and other companies as well
Yep.
too. So like I'm loving it, man. Really loving it for Nas. I feel like him and Jay-Z, man. Again, like I know Nas don't really like talking about like his investments and stuff like that, but I feel like he needs to talk about it.
Hey, inspire the youth, man. Inspire blacks.
Yeah.
Because even right here, he was saying there wasn't a time, There wasn't a time when rappers didn't think about investing. It just so happens that the world is opening up now. So yeah, I mean, we hear this about all the time. J. Cole always mentions this with younger rappers, make money off tours and then invest your money, right? Don't spend your money on jewelry. Don't spend your money on cars because those things depreciate over time.
Appreciate the value, yeah.
When you buy it, it depreciates, right? When you put a car out the lot, it depreciates.
Yeah.
Buy property, man. Buy land, and Nas invested, and this is just one of his investments that just made $100 million, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's great, man. I'm loving what Nas is doing, man. Definitely love that.
That energy, man.
Yo, that's so good, man. So sweet, like for the rap community, because like he's one of them rappers too. I mean, and he just won album of the year too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like he's just like killing it on all facets.
In his 40s, man. Like he's still hitting.
Wow.
He's still hitting. Next topic, Kevin Durant, another one that came up. He scored big with Coinbase valuation, and he's another one that's been investing in a lot of different things. You want yellow light or green light this?
Yeah, we gonna yellow like this too, man. KD, he's one hell of a character, yo.
Oh,
it's like
we could talk about KD.
It was like you could talk about different reasons for you to like dislike him or love him. Like KD's like one of those guys. Like, he's the same dude that makes a burner account on Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Because you just really want to go at people. But at the same time too, like he's done so much good things too. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff that the media doesn't talk about that he does. Right. So like he definitely has his venture capital company, 35 something, I forgot what it's called. But him and his agent Rich Kleiman, I believe, his business partner, and they just been investing in a lot of stuff. So KD's one of the guys too. He has good stuff, and I feel like him going to Golden State definitely opened his eyes to a lot of stuff, and also
the market too.
Also Iguodala, like Iguodala's another one, man. Like he's big time investor.
Yeah, KD. Just to mention some of the things that he has invested in: Acorns, Robinhood. I think he invested in esports. I think he was into so many other like small investments back then, right? 2016, 2017 that are blowing up to over millions of dollars today. So I mean, that just shows you, just to go back to our last episode. Shantae said you can't get rich off saving your money, right? You gotta get rich off investing it, and that's definitely what it is. Like, I'm trying to explain that to my younger brother too. Putting money in a savings account is cool. It's stability for you, and that's good. But you're not getting rich off that. Right.
It's a good start.
0.5% is not gonna make you rich. Right,
but it's a good start. You need to step up to investing.
Man. And then eventually you start buying land.
Yeah.
Rent that bitch out.
Yeah.
Get some money off that.
Some other things, a bunch of stuff you could do. But,
there's so much, man. So much. Endless possibilities.
That's good, though. I love it, man. I love the KD, Nas thing, them investing in the same company, different funds. Them making bread off of it, man. Like, And then a few months, I think a month or so back, had Jay-Z selling,
Ace of Spades.
Yeah, 50% Ace of Spades to LVMH and Tidal.
Yep.
As well, like, part of Tidal as well. So, they doing it, man, and it's great. It's great for the culture. 100%.
Yeah. That's crazy.
100% great for the culture.
Went from selling crack, to being one of the most wealthiest people in the world.
Yikes. Scary. You could do anything.
I'm not saying that you should sell crack. I'm not saying that.
That's his story,
That's his story.
You can really do anything.
But it's dope, man. It's dope that, through all this turbulence, all this turmoil, that black excellence still shines through.
For sure. We only gonna get better.
Only better, man.
That's it.
They can't kill us. They can't kill us all, dog.
Nah.
I mean, they can try. heard them vaccine shots is messing up right now.
Yeah, the Johnson & Johnson, right? People getting blood clots from it.
6 people. 6 people though, like out of 7 million.
I thought it was more than that. Okay.
It's more than that?
I thought it was more. I don't know. Like
when it first came out, I heard it was 6.
Oh, okay.
I read it was 6.
I don't know where it's at now. But they're saying too. What else? Pfizer CEO said they're gonna need a 3rd booster shot within a 12-month period, and then they said something like you might need to take the shot every year.
Of course.
Or something like that. So I don't think people were.
They're not gonna sell you medicine that works forever. Come on, man. That just kills their business, dog.
I mean, give you a Band-Aid for that.
For that cut.
You know.
For that gash.
That gash. You should need some stitches. Let me give you a Band-Aid. So you could
come back in a couple months. Get another Band-Aid.
Clean you up.
I can't.
Put some alcohol in it. Throw another Band-Aid on it.
This world is corrupt, yo.
Till the blood overflows. And
if you die, you die. There's another one.
Yeah. Bill your insurance company.
Yeah. I'm getting paid regardless. I'm getting my money regardless, man. But I think that's about it, man.
That's it?
Episode 10.
Sweet. Straight to the point.
Episode 10, man. Straight to the point. That's the title today?
Straight to the point. Straight to the point.
Straight to it, man. But, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Helps us get a stable place to shoot.
Right.
But yeah, man, we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, man, hop on the Patreon too.
Hop on the Patreon.
Yeah, we're gonna put it. I'm actually gonna put it on the visual so I can see that too. Definitely. Hop on the Patreon.
We actually talking about merch. So merchandise. Got some plans. Got some things on the way maybe. So look out for that. I'm excited for some of the designs that we have going on. So yeah, should be interesting. It'll be dope. All right, man. See y'all next week.